Houston, Arizona, and now J.J. Watt's new team is CBS. We're in New York City to talk to J.J. about his new life as a television analyst, how he's prepared, and what we can expect. J.J. arrived at the CBS Broadcast Center after an appearance on CBS Mornings. Our conversation starts with that massive deal for NFL defensive lineman Nick Bosa, $170 million. On social media, J.J. joked he might make a comeback if a team offers him that kind of money. Maybe. So after the Nick Bosa contract,
right?
I assume you haven't gotten any offers because you're sitting here with us?
Yeah, no, nobody's going to give me $34 a year right now. That's an incredible contract. But I'm hopeful that TJ in like a year or two, because he's going to be ready for a new one. So I'm just going to steal some of his money. That's all.
TV analyst. This was not a dream of yours, was it?
No. I always said I wasn't going to do it. I was very clear about that early in my career that I wasn't going to do it. I didn't think it was for me. And then 10, 12 years later, reality hits and you realize, oh yeah, I really, really love the NFL and I don't want to be away from it. So here we are. I'm excited to share some insights and some things I've learned over my career with the fans, and it does feel very good to still be around the game.
At what point does that realization hit you? Was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, last year?
I think it was probably in the last 2 years, yeah. I would say as you start to realize that your career is coming to an end, you realize how special this game is, how special the people are, how important it is in kind of the fabric of this country, actually. So you want to stay around it, you want to be a part of it.
Why this group? Why CBS?
They've been great the whole time. I mean, I've been very fortunate. They've been awesome, and they've been very understanding of my schedule. I really wanted to make sure that in my first year of retirement especially, I was spending as much time with my family as I could. So that's why I'm not going to be full-time this fall. I want to spend time with my wife and my son, obviously our football club over in England, and really just, I want to have Christmas and Thanksgiving. I don't normally get those things, so I want to be able to do those things with my family.
When that red light comes on in the studio, is that going to be able to, will it replicate or replace that rush, that adrenaline rush that you got on Sundays?
I'm hoping it gives me a little bit. I don't think I'm going to be allowed to go and hit anybody to get my aggression out. So you never know. Coach KHOU might let me once in a while. But no, I don't think it's going to be fully that. But I think if I combine that with Burnley, I mean, when I watch a Burnley match or when I watch TJ play, I get that adrenaline. I get that like emotion. So I still have it. And then my golf game gives me a little bit, but I suck so bad at that it's not sufficient.
Yeah, I've seen some of your posts.
Yeah, it's bad.
Sorry. Was there instant chemistry with this group? It seems, based on some of the interactions I've seen, that really, you guys hit it off well.
It's been great. They've been incredible. They've welcomed me in. They've kind of shown me the ropes. I really have enjoyed it so far. All of our meetings, all of our production meetings. So we won't know until Sunday for sure, but I have a really good feeling about it.
The fact that now you're in a studio atmosphere, it's a little different than a news conference where you had the floor and you could say what you want for as long. Now you probably need to get your point across in 15, 20 seconds. What kind of things have they done to prepare you for that? And how do you think you're going to do?
Yeah, I think that is probably the biggest change from what I had been doing, like you said, with press conferences, post games, to the new style is going to be getting it in and shutting up. And that is going to be hard, but we practiced a lot. I mean, we have rehearsals all day today. And we've had tons of Zoom calls, everybody kind of getting their opinion in, and you just have to learn to hit the most poignant thing, and then, my wife calls in the middle of a...
That's okay.
Here we go. This is learning experience 101.
That's all right. Take it. That's right.
Yeah.
People keep receipts.
Yeah, they do.
When it comes to projections and things like that. Is that the downside of all this?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely is, and that's the part where you want to be. That's part of the reason back in the day I said I didn't want to do it, was because you do have to at times be critical and you do have to give opinions, and we all know with opinions, a lot of times are wrong. So it's just a matter of making sure that whatever you're saying you believe and you thought about, and you've also thought about how it might affect somebody. Because as a player, I was there. I know what it feels like to have an announcer say, this is his fault, when I know for a fact it wasn't my fault. So you just got to be careful with that. But it's funny, with these predictions and everything, they always ask, and now they want to know who's your Super Bowl prediction, who's going to be in it. I said, if I knew, I'd go to Vegas right now. I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd go make a whole lot of money somewhere. So it's all a guess, man.
Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of people say great players don't necessarily make great coaches. Great players don't necessarily make great broadcasters. Mm-hmm. What are you doing to make sure that you do become a great broadcaster?
There's no guarantees, that's for sure. I'm doing my homework. I watch guys. I mean, for 12 years I've been in the league, and I've watched, every Sunday, seeing all these guys do their analysis, do their job, and I know what I liked to see, and I know what I didn't like, and so I've learned from that. But then I also study. I study film. I watch the games. I watch all of the shows, and you just try and be as prepared as you can be. But then, when it comes down to it, you just have to be yourself. You have to be authentic. You have to be real, and that's what I'm going to try and do. Maybe people like it. Maybe they won't.
I do want to show you this. We went and talked to a number of people that you know.
Oh boy, this could be bad. I think they're getting sick of me down there.
JJ he provides some comedy. JJ will have some fun with it. JJ understands football probably better than any defensive lineman I've been around. So smart player. He'll have some really good insight when it comes to the games.
He's honestly been successful at everything he's done in his life. I don't see that changing.
Yeah, I think he'll do a good job. Big personality Mr. Watt has. So I think JJ will do just fine. I'm really hoping they give him something on his brother.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really hoping he roasts TJ somehow. And I hope that's how they start him off.
Oh yeah.
Roasting TJ, is that on the?
Absolutely. It's nice. I have a platform where I can build him up and tell. I mean, it's crazy that I have to defend him. That he's literally the best defensive player in football, and somehow people aren't still trying to argue otherwise. But I also have the platform now to talk a little smack on him when I feel necessary.
You mentioned being critical. Is that going to be difficult for you? That's a fine line you got to straddle.
It's a very fine line.
Because you just left the game.
Because you have to decide, like, what are you going to be critical about? Like, do you want to pick on this one guy for this one individual play that you don't know for sure if that was his job or not? Or do you want to talk about an overall theme for a team that clearly has been an issue or that clearly is persistent? I think that's the difference. I think when you know that something's going on, you can speak about it. But when you're speculating, that's when it gets tough. I always hated that, because I'm a D lineman. If a run play went through a certain gap and they blame me, even though that wasn't my gap, that's where you get frustrated. But if they said something true about my game, you kind of have to tip your hat and be like, yeah, he's not wrong.
Being a D lineman, is that what you bring to this broadcast? Because there's a lot of offensive guys on this set.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bring a little bit of that. It's definitely, because I think defense needs a little more representation. But I also definitely don't want to be that guy that is, everybody's like, okay, we get it. You're talking about defense. You're talking about a D-line. I think I have a good global perspective. I think I have some insights beyond that, and it'll be a good mix.
Texans, I know you're a fan of D'Amico.
Yeah.
What do you think the ceiling is for this team?
The ceiling, no, you're going to try and get me in trouble here, so make sure.
Oh wait, it's another one of those predictions.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
make sure you put context with this when I say it. But you ask the ceiling. I do believe that the ceiling for this team, they could potentially have a shot at the division. I mean, it's a division that has constantly kind of been up for grabs over the last 10, 20 years. And I think that D'Amico, if he gets CJ playing well and through some of the rookie tough times early, and these guys are going to play hard for D'Amico. These guys want to go out there and put it on the line for him, and he's a very smart coach. But I think, in my personal opinion, realistically, I think they're probably a 6, 7, 8 win team, and I think for them that's good this year, and they're going to make good progress. I also think if they struggle, give D'Amico time. Like, it takes a lot of time in this league to turn something around, and I think he deserves that time.
Will Anderson mentioned to us the other day that you guys had talked. Any advice? What was the advice that you gave him?
Yeah, we're going to talk more in the future. I saw him in the weight room. Was that yesterday?
The other day,
it was yesterday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I told him. I mean, we've texted back and forth. We've been on the phone together this summer. So A is just enjoying it. I mean, it's a very special thing. But B, it's all about what you do now. I mean, he's had an incredible career so far. He's been drafted extremely high. But I always tell young guys, like, don't let draft night be the highlight of your NFL career. Go out there and make it special. Work hard. Put in the time. Put in the effort. Enjoy the lifestyle, but don't get caught up in the lifestyle. And I mean, everybody I've talked to over there says he's got a great head on his shoulders. He works hard, so I'm really looking forward to watching him play.
Have you started on a speech for your Ring of Honor?
No. It's that's one that's, I mean, with the city of Houston, with our history, with that's going to be straight from the heart. I mean, I love the city. I have no problems waxing poetically about the city of Houston. I love it.
Have you thought that what that day is going to be like yet?
Not really. You know, they've
You've been
asked
so
me,
busy, right? I mean,
they've asked me like some logistics for it and everything, and trying to figure out who's going to be there. But beyond that, I think I'm just going to let it come and let it enjoy it. I mean, Wednesday. I just stopped into the stadium for my first time since I left in a couple of years, and I do know that it's going to feel really, really good to be back in front of the fans at NRG.
you're not wearing anything Burnley right now, so
know, it's
this
rare.
must be
It's
really
rare.
serious
Yeah,
right now.
It's very rare, but my hat's right over there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
somewhere.
noticed they spent more than 90 million pounds during
Yeah.
the transfer window. No wonder you've got to
Yeah,
work, man.
we've spent a lot of money, so it's I do have to make sure that we're helping to bring it in, but we're looking forward to a good season. It's tough, man. The Premier League is a very, very, I mean, it's the best league in the entire world. So a little bit of a rocky start right now for us, but we're looking forward to. We've had a good international break now where our guys can kind of gel together and come together, and we're looking forward to it. But man, I absolutely love it. Like, I can't tell you. Like, people ask, what do you want to do, or what are you passionate about? I'm passionate about that. I absolutely love it.
It's interesting when I Google, or if anyone Googles J.J. Watt now, the next suggestion on there is J.J. Watt Burnley.
I love it.
J.J. Watt Burnley Football
It's working.
Club.
It's working. Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, I've had people come up to me in New York City with Burnley hat on. I mean, there's people tweeting that they're watching the games at 4:30 a.m. from where they are. That's our goal, and that's what we're trying to do. I can't affect anything on the pitch, but I can affect the eyeballs, and it's really cool to see people latching on, and I'm very thankful.
Day to day, what do you do day to day with them? Just cheer?
There's not no, that's much more than that. There's not a single day that goes by in our household that Burnley's not mentioned, talked about. I'm on emails, phone calls. I mean, like I said, I don't physically do anything for the transfers and for the players, but I am in all the meetings. I am on all those calls, and then I am on all the branding, merchandising, marketing, all those types of things, and how we can improve and how we can make it better for our fans, and what I think we can do to be better as a club.
Last thing, I know you mentioned that being a TV analyst was not really a goal when you first started, but what about little JJ back in Wisconsin? Did he ever pretend with a microphone or anything like that?
He was too busy playing with his brothers in the backyard, pretending to be a football player, and he never thought he was going to get that far. So he definitely didn't think this far ahead. It is crazy when you put it like that, to think about where I am today compared to where I mean, it's all a dream, man. It's all a dream.
JJ, thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And JJ signed a multi-year contract with CBS Sports, so we'll see him on KHOU 11 for many years to come.